Good morning. Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 45. We are in Southwest Florida, United States. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me, and we are waiting for the sun to rise in the east over the trees and the buildings and light up this beautiful beach with the seashells and the water, and maybe even see a little bit of wildlife. Good morning, DJ. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Terry. Thank you all for joining me. Good morning, Charlene. It's nice and calm here today. Good morning, Faye. Good morning, Anita. Good morning, Lisa, Heba, Daisy. I love how everybody's saying hello to everyone and not just me. That's so awesome. I love that everybody else is enjoying meeting everybody else here too. Good morning from North Carolina. Good morning, Fabiola from Portugal. This is great. We've got people from all over today. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Ann. Actually, we have people from all over every day, but it's still exciting. Unbelievable that we have this simple and awesome technology to be able to connect together and chat. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Karen, Ruthie. Lisa's in northern Michigan and it's very cold there. I bet it is nowhere near spring in Michigan, and I know because I used to live there. Good morning, Mar. Good morning, Tennessee Rose. Raining in Tennessee this morning. Hopefully you're indoors. Good morning, Yvette. Good morning, Mary. Yeah, we're getting ready for the sun to come up. It's starting to just peek over the trees, and you can see it on the little bit of foam as the waves crash. Good morning in rainy Georgia. Hope you're staying dry and warm. Good morning, Hazel, Charlene, Monica. Let me turn the camera around so you can see this big fireball coming up for us this morning. That might be Curious George over there too. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Maybe he'll come see us. So you'll see there's quite a few more people walking today. So that was showed you the east with the sun, showed you the south beach. This is the beach to the north of us. A little quieter. Tons of birds a little further up. I am at Bonita Beach. We're actually right on, I could possibly even be sitting on the border of Barefoot Beach and Bonita Beach. But we are in Southwest Florida still, and here comes that shadow. Let's see if I can move that. There, okay. Yes, it is very pretty here, isn't it, Anne? Very pretty. Got a nice calm morning. I've got a guy coming with a metal detector right now. Wonder if he's gonna catch anything today. So if anybody's working on any crafts, let me know. Love to know what you're working on. Thank you, DJ. This is the Tender Celeste crochet shawl. I'll show you what it looks like when it's open. It's a top-down shawl, and I have the pattern and video available for it on my website. The video's obviously here on YouTube as well. Also show you how to make this beautiful twisted fringe in the video and on the pattern. Tammy's working on one of my shawls with her mother. That's wonderful. Love hearing that. It's great. So I know you've seen me wear it, that kerchief style where I put the point in the center. When I was super cold, I like to put the point in the center and wrap it twice around my neck so you get that really voluminous cowl. And now I'm not quite ready for a shawl because it's still chilly weather, so I like to wear it draped to the side and high up like that, and then you get to see that pretty fringe over the shoulder. So it's like somewhere halfway between wearing it as a doubled cowl and wearing it low like a shawl. So back up so you can see what I mean. So even with a triangular shawl, there's at least 3 different ways that you can wear a piece like this. Someone had to tear out something with a flower. I did not catch the rest of that. See how much you can still see the beautiful fringe when you wear it like that? And that angled line, I think, looks so pretty over your shoulders. And your shoulders and chest and upper torso area. I think those diagonal lines are really flattering. And it's just another way to wear something. Thank you, Ruthie, I appreciate it. Drinking jasmine tea this morning and couldn't find my lemon juice or lemons or limes, but you know, jasmine tea tastes amazing on its own anyway. I love all the flower teas. Jenny made my cheesy meatball biscuits last night. Wonderful. Oh, you put it in a Facebook group. I'll have to check. I'm sorry I did not have a moment to reply to any comments yesterday in any social media. So I will try to get back to checking things out today. I will get to go back into my office for a bit today, so hopefully I'll be able to catch up on a few things. Definitely going to catch up on shipping today and maybe some social media commenting. Donna thinks something's wrong with her phone. Sorry about that. Good morning, Donna. I brought the same project I was working on yesterday with me, and I had several hours to work on it yesterday, so I can show you my progress. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Julia. Good morning, PJ. Oh, Ruthie made my Melbourne crochet Mobius. That's the purple one I wore the other day. Yeah, that's a wonderful piece. I love it. And she was saying that it looks way better after blocking. Yes, most things do. Most things do. So here you can see a little more of this beautiful flower petal stitch pattern. Really, really pretty. And this is done in Be So Bold, my worsted weight blend of organic cotton and bamboo yarn. And I'm knitting this as a cape that's top down. Hard to show you a top down piece when it's on circular needles because the bottom is so many stitches and it's so gathered, but you can certainly get the gist of the stitch pattern this way. So that would be the neckline. And when I'm done and casting off at the bottom, which I'm pretty close, as you can see, for a capelet, this will, I do have some of it still available right now, and I have a bunch more to dye right now. So you can see it's pretty much ready. I want to make it, if anybody's familiar with the little hickory capelet that I have in Be So Fine yarn, I want this to be a similar silhouette to that. So I'm thinking having it end just about the elbows, having it wide and low on the framing of your shoulders, and then have a tie. And what I was going to do is possibly bead the tie. Like, I'm thinking I'm going to do an, and yes, they are very much intentionally beachy. There's a whole bunch of greens and blues and colors of the sand in here. Hopefully that shows in the camera. This is colorways called Mia's Malachite Meadow, and Be So Bold yarn is extremely soft. It's buttery soft. So I think it'll be really pretty as a finished cape or capelet, you know, that kind of shape, something that you can throw on over your shoulders. But it's very much contained. It's a little more structured than a shawl because once you tie it, it absolutely sits on and doesn't go anywhere. So, you know, there's a time and a place for every style, right? My little hickory cape is one of my favorite pieces to wear at times, and was really excited to do another piece like it for this particular book. What's everybody else working on this morning? Good morning, Bianca. Thanks for joining us. Bianca, no change. Got two really close people in our family in serious condition in the hospital, in two different hospitals, no less. And just trying to be as strong as I can for Marlon and help him through this difficult time and trying to keep him on track. I know that the people that are sick don't want him to give up on his dreams, so I'm trying to help Marlon stay focused on going to practice and training, and I'm just driving him to visiting hours as much as I can and just trying to keep his life as stable as possible. I don't know what I'm doing any more than any other parent knows what they're doing when their child is suffering, and you know, just doing the best I can. Thank you for asking. Karina is knitting socks. That sounds nice. Have you granny stitch and rows for a shawl? Yes, I've done all sorts of granny stitch projects, Julie. Let's see, what comes to mind? Well, I've done a lot of granny stitch and variations. Tammy's working on a baby blanket. No, Ruthie, I didn't finish the headbands yet. They're here somewhere. I thought I brought them this morning because I thought that would be an easy project to work on here. Oh, Bianca, thank you so much. She said only a mother knows how to handle their own child. So thank you, I appreciate that. Oh yeah, Darlene, the good news is that if your scars are itching, that means that your body's healing. So try to focus on the fact that it's good news that it itches, even though you're tempted to touch it. Be grateful that it is itching, because it's supposed to be a sign of healing when your body feels itchy. So I think that's good news. Now to get your mind distracted on something else would be key. Julia is making a prayer shawl with granny stitch. Okay, that sounds great. One of the pieces in book 14, which will be coming out soon, is a variation on granny stitch. I made some really cool motifs with the base of granny stitch, and very cool story behind it. Can't wait to tell you about it. Oh, Hazel made granny stitch slippers. That's cool. Yeah, Christine, it is a busy spot this morning. Well, it's that time of year. We have such an influx of people here in the winter months, and so what is this, February now? I think February is the most popular month for tourism in Southwest Florida. We're not the type of area that gets tourism like for a week. We're the, good morning Katerina, from Russia, right? Thank you. And we're the type of place that gets people that have a condo or some sort of place that they stay for a month or more. So because of that, February is the height of our season traffic, and it's, oh gosh, it takes twice as long to get anywhere right now. My commute to pick up Marlon is 20 minutes to and back twice a day, except this time of year that 20-minute leg of each have, could someone get rid of Logic? Mrs. Q used to live in South Florida. Yeah, so you know how much our traffic changes. It goes, we double our traffic in certain times of the year. Hey, if you can't play nice, we don't want you here. Sorry, buddy. Go somewhere else. Right? There are appropriate ways to talk to other people, and there are inappropriate ways, and if you want to act like a preschooler, then we can treat you like a preschooler. Right, everyone? Just not in the mood. Thank you, Monica. I mean, it's funny, not funny, right? Hi, Christine. Yeah, Christine. You gotta laugh, but I always think it's fun to treat people acting silly like they're being preschoolers, because I mean, there's no reason in treating them like adults because they're not behaving like adults. Oh, maybe that's Curious George. Can you guys see him? I don't remember who named him that, but that name has stuck with me and I love it. No, I don't think that's him either. Terry's working on a virus shawl. Jenny wishes she could knit as fast as I do. Knit and crochet as fast. Well, you gotta put in your time. That's the only thing. Anything you want to get fast at or good at, it's just about putting in the time. There is no magic trick for becoming fast or good at anything. Thank you, Mrs. Q. I appreciate it very much. And in fact, I should say thank you to all of you. Got so many well wishes yesterday during the live stream, and then in the recording as well, and I just haven't had a chance to write back to anyone yet, but I appreciate you guys so much for being here for me, and I know that it's so important to be here for everybody, be here for each other, and I'm so grateful that Yarn on the Beach makes other people feel good. I'm so grateful that I can share something that makes me feel good and make other people feel good because of the sharing of it. So, yeah, it's just all good. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Christine. The waves sure do sound nice. Good morning, Maria. Thanks for joining us. Oh, did anybody see this piece of coral? I'm sitting in front of it now. See that big piece of black coral? I noticed that when I got here this morning. Hopefully it's in the camera now. Sometimes we see coral at the beach. Terry, I'm so glad. That makes me happy. Yeah, it is a huge piece. Oh wow, Mrs. Q's crocheting a bridal shawl for her future daughter-in-law. That's really special. I love that. I don't want to touch the coral though. I don't know the difference between some of the dangerous ones and not dangerous ones, so I don't like to touch it. It is really big, isn't it? I'm trying to get out of the way so you can see it. Christine, I don't see a lot of coral. There's some pinkish, I don't know if it's seaweed or coral over there too. Can you see that? Just right outside of the... oh, I think it's seaweed. It's seaweed. Yeah, that blue at the horizon is beautiful. I agree. So many incredible colors here. Every day it changes and every day it's pretty. Yeah, Ruthie's saying that she's excited for Mrs. Q and the project she's working on too. I agree. That's really special. We missed our swimmers today. They came by as I was setting up. Haven't seen our dolphin friends in a few days either. Oh, here's a piece of the seaweed. So here's the seaweed I was just talking about. This one has a very slight tinge of pink to it, but the one over there is totally pink. I'll go grab it so I can show you. It's really very rosy. It's deeper than a mauve. Almost like has a little bit of a salmon pink and a mauve pink to it. Hopefully that shows up now. Yeah, maybe you can see that now. Really pretty. A couple times we've been down here and when Marlon was little, you know, we both love sushi and we both love the seaweed that you get with sushi, and I made a point to him a couple of times that this is the same seaweed that you get in sushi, and taking a big chunk out of it and eating it, which in hindsight probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, because I don't know if it's the same or if it's safe to eat, but it was a funny day at the beach anyway. The seaweed is pretty, yeah. It actually looks kind of lacy too, doesn't it? That could be a lace stitch pattern. Let's see if I can get it to one layer. If we can get it to one layer, we can probably convince ourselves it looks like a lace pattern. Hey guys, can you get rid of Logic? Somehow he's still here. Yeah, I don't think you can crochet with it. It's not long enough. But you can definitely, it's a very ruffled. See how ruffled it is? Like it really is just one piece, but it's sitting on itself and is like a ruffle. So when I spread it out, gosh, I see a half circle shawl, don't you? Just ignore him, guys. I mean, if we can't get rid of him, just ignore him. There's no reason for him to ruffle any of our feathers. So you can see that each strand now has its own pattern to it as well. Really cool that it actually looks more like a shawl once I pick it up. I think that's really interesting. Thanks, Judy. I don't know how, I don't think you could use it. I don't think it's long enough to actually crochet or knit with it. These pieces would have to be longer. But yeah, it could definitely be an edging, right? It's very much edging like. The only thing that you wouldn't like about it if you were here is that it doesn't smell very nice. It smells very beachy. I mean, I don't mean that bad. I mean, I love the smells of the beach, but I don't know if it's a smell then that I would want when I left the beach, that's all. Just ignore him, that's it. Just ignore him, guys. I'm sure he'll be gone by tomorrow. He's been reported, so just ignore him. Yeah, it's just the smell. So if you put it on your clothes, you like the smells of the beach when you're here, but you wouldn't like the smells of the beach when you're not here, so it's okay. Yes, inspirational nature's gift and nature's inspiration. I think any one of us could be inspired by the textures that we just saw with that piece of seaweed and come up with something for sure, no question. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, because they go off in those diagonals, it kind of reminds me of the stitch pattern that I'm using here. Let's see, I'll turn it around so you can see it again. See how the petals go off in different directions? It almost kind of reminds me of how they go off in different directions in here too. Thank you, Mrs. Keel. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. All right, let's take one more minute here and look out over the water and enjoy this magnificent view. The birds, the sounds of the water, the sun reflecting on the waves. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to spend time with me here. I hope you found some peace and relaxation in watching the sunrise on the beach with me. And let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.